from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience staffers, and the virtual audience at home. I'm doing okay today. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Lots to get through today. But first, and this will be my last time addressing yesterday, because I talked to my dad, and my dad said, Wendy, I'm not mad at you. You did the right thing. I said, Dad, but there's more to the story, and you know it, and you know it. So here it is. Count me down, because I don't want to spend more than a minute and a half on this. Seriously. Tommy, you know I was at Mommy's service. And you know she looked beautiful in her casket. And you know that you fist fought a loving member of our family, half your age, who was supposed to be somebody, a blood relative, everyone, not my son. My son is in the back, shocked that he's at his grandmother's funeral, studying for midterm. And I'm going between a closed service, saying hello to people, and also my son wanted me to quiz him so that he gets an A. It's weird how kids are, but he's 20, and it was something. You started a fight over an open casket right there with my mother. Thank God we were at a civilized funeral home. And the men of the funeral home blocked so Mommy wouldn't fall out and there'd be a catastrophe. You should know better at 53. And for all of you all who wonder why I said on that day I appreciated my ex-husband more than I could ever appreciate my brother, it's because my ex-husband was invited to be there. I went to my father. My mother and I had talked about this a long time ago. You know, when you're 86 years old, it doesn't just happen. You know, it's a slow process. And for me, I'm the daughter or family member or whoever who would talk to my mom about anything, and I would ask her, you know, how do you want to look? My mother was wearing a beautiful cheetah print dress that my father got for dirt cheap at Neiman Marcus, and it was her barometer dress. It still had the tag on it. That was 1:30 seconds? Okay. Anyway, and she had on the right lipstick, a particular pink she wanted to wear. She looked gorgeous. They gave her tan because all she did was want to bake in the sun. She was a sun girl. And you fought with our family member. And my ex-husband came back to my son and I, and he said, I know it's not my place. By the way, he smelled really good and was Dior up and down. That was that. No, we're not getting back together. Follow what I'm saying to you. My son and I are sitting here studying. I'm trying to ignore what's going on over there, looking to make sure that my father's okay. My sister was kind of handling everything, and I was removed. And Big Kev said, I need to break this up. This is not right. Your mother wouldn't, this is not right. And I said, Kevin, what do you think, to my son? He said, Mommy, everybody's here is old, so nobody is getting up to fight. And So I said, all right, Kevin, you do this, but please don't throw fists and stuff because you will be the one blamed. And me and your son will go to court and defend you all the way to the end because we see. Do you understand the difference between he will always be my ex-husband, but in the name of what was right, and we gave a low-key, whoa, Hunter, all three of our hands like this, and he walked up to the front and separated my brother and this young family member who was very confused being a young man, and moved it all out there to the lobby. Still heard the screaming. The funeral home turned up the music a little bit. Daddy was fine. We went on with the rest of the day. Before going back to my sister's for the collard greens and the good food that you do after a service, I said to my son, I said, you know, your dad is really something else. I don't want to mislead you or guide you into thinking that we're getting... He said, Mom, I know. I said, you want to just, the three of us, go out and grab something to eat and also bring stuff over to Aunt Wanda's? Do you want to just, like, change the mood and celebrate family and find it in our hearts to kind of not forgive, but move on in the name of the service and Papa and the rest of us? And my son said, yeah. And that's why we went out to eat afterwards, the three of us. He had the double R, you know, he's that guy. He had the double R. I sat in the back seat so I can take off my wrap dress. I had on a wrap dress. I tell you, a black wrap dress takes you everywhere. I took off my wrap dress, put on my leggings, put on a hoodie, you know, changed my clothes. We're listening to Mobb Deep and all of our music, the three of us, you know, and we go to a random place that had food that all three of us like to eat. And then he dropped us off in the double R at my sister's house and felt as though, I'm just gonna, you know, go on. You all have a nice, you know, rest of the day. And give me a call if you need something. And that is all I'm going to say about that situation. Norman, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions. I feel like I understand.
Do you understand an open casket?
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. That sounds terrible.
Do you understand a 53-year-old man?
Uh-huh.
And a boy who's supposed to be looking up to him?
Right.
And how he's trying to peg me, and people are saying, oh, she wants to get back together with Big Kev. No, I don't. He was the man that day.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He was so the man that his sunglasses stayed balanced on top of his bald head. Sunglasses never fell off. He asked me if I was okay. I told him I need a moment. I don't want to cry in front of my son. I don't want to break down, because now it was started to open up to, like, the AKAs. You know, my mom saw Ross, and people started coming in, and they were in their feathers, and we didn't want to let them know what had just happened. And I asked my ex-husband, because he said, are you okay? And I said, if you can you please walk with me to the bathroom and just stand outside? And if anybody has to use the bathroom, let them in, but just talk loud to them, like, you know, you look nice in those shoes, just so that I know to, you know, gather. And I went in the bathroom and tried to call Bernie, my manager. He's like the uncle that I wish, and I begged Bernie to come with me to the funeral, but he didn't want to come. He said, Wendy, you got to walk alone on this one. He's like that little brother that I wish that my father had had, or something like that. Like, I just needed to, you know, and I told Kev, I was like, I'm going in the bathroom. I don't have to go to the bathroom, but I have to, and that's all. How many minutes did I take? 7 minutes and 15 seconds? Yep. All right, I guess there'll be no Ask Wendy. Perla, make it work, please. Please. Okay, and so now Ben Affleck and his girl. Now look, you know, no, stop it right now. Stop it right now. I believe thanks to Hot Topics, they've broken up. We were just talking about them yesterday. We were saying that he was doing an interview and he always gets asked about Jennifer Lopez. And he said, look, me and Jen are fine, so on and so forth. He's got this new girlfriend. He's been with the new girlfriend. I forget her name. She's some sort of actress on the rise. Who?
Ana de Armas.
I don't know that. Right. All I know is that she's 32 years old. She owned a home. He's 48 years old. He has his children, 3 of them, ages 18 through 8. 15, 12, and 8.
Yep.
With my favorite, Jen Garner. My favorite Jen because she's the one who helps you at school. You know, when you forget stuff, you know, like midterms are today. You know, don't forget, Wendy, have your kids study. Anyway, according to page 6, this just broke overnight. They have broken up. He broke up with her over the phone. Well, and why did they break up, you ask? Because she wants children and he doesn't want any more kids. Now, my question to both of them is, first of all, these are mature people. He's way mature at 48 and Hollywood 48, you know, a past of substance abuse, not being a good husband. Remember when Jen Garner drove him to rehab and stopped by the Jack in the Box and threw the bag of food in the back seat and said, you're gonna get, and he's in the back seat and he's on his way. Like, I do believe that this couple will get back together, and I believe that he doesn't want any more kids with any other people because he wants, you know, there's family, and then some people believe in all the kids with one baby's mother or one baby's father. Now, she's like 47 years old, and they say you can have children at 47. I don't believe she wants children anymore either. And I do believe that she's sick of the him that he is right now. But in my heart of hearts, I believe that they will get back together in the name of the children, that they love each other, and the whole bit. And the girl, what's her name?
Ana de Armas.
Her. I don't know what you were doing by putting your house that you owned on the market to move in with him. Yeah, exactly. Not a smart move, and I'm not blaming you for the breakup, but also at 32, your eggs are so good. I mean, you could get pregnant just by being stared at. Why wouldn't you all have had this conversation? In the beginning, you were quarantined together. What do people do when they're quarantined? Don't you talk about life and think about stuff? Me and my dad, we were talking last night. We were talking about everything. I mean, not just my brother thing where he gave me the thumbs up, but we talked about Lil Wayne. We'll get to that. He's about to be pardoned. All kinds of stuff we were talking about. But back to Ben. It's wrong to break up over the telephone, but these days all the rules have changed. So I guess breaking up over the phone is the only way they could do it. You know, I'm sure that he's gentleman enough to pack up all the stuff that's in the house and even more that she might have purchased or he bought or whatever and send it to her. Now she's looking for an Airbnb. She's got $25,000. That's what she has. $25,000. Is that funny?
No, it's just when you said Airbnb, it made me laugh because she's looking for like a new home to rent, not like an Airbnb.
Well, what is an Airbnb?
That's like a vacation spot, you know, like almost like a hotel, like short term, like 2 weeks. But she's looking for a new place.
Well, if she doesn't get up on her acting, I mean, her IDND looked good for a moment, whatever
Right.
you call it.
Right.
You know, dating him, he upgraded her.
Right.
And I think she's such a cute girl. She doesn't look 32, not that that's old. But then she went and she got the breakup bangs. Look.
Oh.
She's cute, right? I mean, a beautiful girl. Now look, Ben, don't go back and forth with this girl. And girl, do not pick up the phone to him. You know, he did you wrong, but you let it happen. You all just go on about your business. Ben probably has a new girlfriend in his bed as we speak. You know how he's a little sloppy. But there's something about him to me that's still, you know. Okay, now on to Lil Wayne. So President Trump is reportedly going to pardon Lil Wayne today. The pardon comes after, remember, Lil Wayne had that gold gun while he's on probation.
Yeah.
for life. He can't have a gun. He can't be in the midst of gun. He can't smoke weed. He can't be around drugs. He can't be around anything. And remember, he was on a private plane. When the plane landed, there were drugs on the plane, but I guess all the other guys on the plane took the rap for, you know, the drugs. But Wayne had the gun, and they gave him the business for the gun. So, and then the black community gave Wayne the business for taking this picture right here with Trump. And like, what are you doing? You sell out, you sell out. But we had no idea what Wayne was really doing is he was using Trump as Trump was using him. Trump was looking for the young, misunderstood black vote that somebody younger like Lil Wayne could get to. You know, a lot of people don't listen to older people and what they have to say, regardless of their color. So, Wayne wins, and so I guess that means YFN Lucci wins too? Maybe, like, Mr. Trump, can you let me go and my daughter's boyfriend who was driving a car with a man hanging out of it with a bullet hole in his head, and the man eventually died? Mr. Trump, please, sir. Allegedly. And Medina told me all about you calling her, trying to get her to say bad things about me. See, people call, oh, and Charlemagne the God called Kevin big, saying, look, man, I know our circumstances are not good right now, but you and Wendy have worked too hard. This is a few years ago. Worked too hard to get what you got. You need to know that your brother-in-law was waiting in the lobby for hours for the Breakfast Club to get off so he can talk to me. Security finally sent him downstairs. He waited on the sidewalk. I heard what he had to say. Man, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Now, Charlemagne is featured in my documentary where he does go slick. And if you want to know more about what happened with me and Big Kevin, it had nothing to do with what was going on there. It had everything to do with, now let's get down to the business, the baby, the woman, my career, and what you done did. I haven't, all right, now I'm sorry. Now what have I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're speaking your truth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When Chuck Chillout calls you up and tells you he's watched the movie twice. Now, I don't even know how Chuck Chillout, the legendary DJ, got a copy. How'd Chuck Chillout get a copy of my documentary and movie? You haven't even seen it.
Exactly.
How's Chuck Chillout texting me to the point where I couldn't even call him back? This was over the week. This is like Saturday. Yeah. He's like, Wendy, you're an amazing woman. I had no idea all this was going on behind the scenes of your life. I said, what are you talking about, Chuck? He said, I watched your movie from beginning to end. He said, I watched your documentary from beginning to end. Wow, is all I can say. Wow. All right, I'm finished. I was talking about Chuck Chillout. Brendan is fanning his underarms. He's sweating. And Bow Wow, I'm on your side, okay? Now, look, Mayor of Houston, double Ivy League graduate who happens to be single. By the way, everything's going really well with my little situation. I told you I'm on the thing. There are men on the holleration from Harvard, from Brown. Is it Penn State or UPenn that's the Ivy League?
UPenn.
Lots of attorneys, lots of those Wall Street types. Now, everybody could be lying. I don't know. Like I told them, you know more about me than I know about you. How you doing? But it's going really well. So, Mayor, once you get your city in order, he's the mayor of Houston. I love Houston, and the food there is good. Bow Wow went to Houston to do a party, and people are hating on Bow Wow. The mayor is hating on Bow Wow. The whole Houston is hating on Bow Wow. You on social media are hating on Bow Wow. I am loving how Bow Wow hustles. How is Bow Wow supposed to make his money? Bow Wow says, don't blame him, blame the city. Mayor Sylvester Turner. Wendy Turner. Just Wendy.
Just Wendy.
Just Wendy. And the funny thing is that when my father calls me, the first thing he says is, your dress was really beautiful today. I know! I know!
Oh.
Yeah, no, my father's in the groove. What a mess. So anyway, look, Mayor Turner, your city needs to demand that everyone wear masks. Now, Houston's a tough city, but New York is tougher and stronger, and we all mask up. And here in New York, when you're not wearing a mask, everybody just walks the other way. We don't argue with one another. Nobody wants to get stabbed or punched in the face. You need to go to the governor, and all of you officials need to make a mask mandate. Bow Wow needs money. This is how artists make money. I don't even know a Bow Wow hit song, and neither does he. We were trying to review it. I don't know a hit song by Bow Wow. I'm not even going over there because he'll make something up because he wants to be everybody's friend. What's a Bow Wow hit song?
Like You featured Ciara. He got records with Chris B. He has like 1 million hit records.
That's featuring, I said, a song with Bow Wow.
You're saying a song without a feature?
Yes.
Yeah, he has a few.
Oh, yes? Okay. You'll play one of those during commercial, and I'll let you know exactly what he doesn't do. Bow Wow's next album is going to be about all of his exes. Now, see, he's got to have a gimmick. Now, see, this is really, really bad. He's going to have a song about... Whoa. Take a look. Oops.
Each song is about a girl who I shared prices, like a piece of my life with. There's going to be a little bit of backlash from it. You just got to wait and see. I know they're going to be nervous. I know the women are going to be nervous because of it's Bow. So it's like, okay, what is he going to say? The songs are going to be them.
Oh, God.
But everything is facts, and there's no dancing around nothing.
So we got Ange, we got Keisha Cole, who else?
How about this? I want you to be surprised. The thing is, when they see the track list and they see these names, the internet is gonna go crazy.
Okay. Angela Simmons seems to love the attention. You know what I mean? Keisha Cole is probably pissed, but they were together, I guess, and what he's gonna say about these women, I have no idea. I personally would hate this, but this is what women do. You don't complain when Taylor Swift does that. You don't complain when the other girls write songs about their men. The one that I was confused about and didn't have time to call her right before coming out here was Blac Chyna. I don't recall Angela being with Bow Wow. Do you? Clap a co-host if you recall. Yeah. Hey, Angela, just text me as we talk, and then I'll report back. And a lot of people are saying, who is this? She's got a new face. No, it's not. Same girl. She does stuff that a lot of us girls do. And no, she's beautiful. Maybe you're jealous.